Yo, you guys, what's good? Hopping in today's love reading kind of early today. Get things going. I kind of got like a little breaky break from the kids. I guess if you can call it a break. Because you're always constantly thinking about the youngins. If you got kids, you understand. You know what I mean. Um, but you guys, I have Spirit Speaker on. Somebody whose name is Norman. That's there's messages for you, or they're trying to reach out to you. Maybe somebody's crossed over whose name is Norman, or somebody who has crossed over that's trying to reach out to somebody whose name is Norman. They send you messages knowing things have been kind of rough, but that there are those that love you and that are with you as well too, you guys. Uh, so don't make this a 2 for 1. Let's work on what we need to work on, continue to evolve, and as well as continue on the straight path, the narrow path, the path sometimes that comes with curves and edges, but as well too it's learning from mistakes, but also moving forward. So please uh, reach out to your spirit guides, reach out to nature, whatever speaks to you. Um, as a creature of God, again, those things is, I think they're really just saying, keep going, keep continuing. And the energy for today is saying, just keep going. Go ahead, baby. Keep doing your thing. Uh, so let's go ahead and pull out some cards. Everything's really standing out to me strong today. Like, I don't even know where to start because it's like every card here seems like it wants to be read. Um, I think the best thing to always do in that situation is to start out with numbers, you guys. Uh, so our brain has two sides. So we're always thinking about the negative and the positive about every situation. So it can kind of hard to stay balanced. I'm seeing these number fives come out a lot. Again, it's all about those changes when you're talking about the number five, you guys. I've been watching the same intuitive reader for a while now. She's the one who I stick with just because I've started off with her reading. So I kind of just stay with her to make sure that I am on the right track. I don't know if you guys ever watch Miss Antoinette, but she has the Love Shack every Wednesday. And on Wednesday, she comes out. I like to do my readings before I watch her readings, because for the whole time, like, I like to make that connection as well too. I like to see again like the energy for today, and then put her on and see how much the readings kind of relate to one another. Again, she's kind of like a mentor, a teacher. I have learned a lot from her page as well too. Again, there's always going to be those things that we like about a person and those things that we don't like about a person, but we can always learn. Okay, so again, you guys, at the bottom I have the King of Spades here. So anytime that you're dealing with the King of Spades, you're dealing within those sword elements as well too. This is like the black orchid. I don't know if you guys know much about it, but like black orchid, black roses are normally for those who feel like death. Also too, like, it's a lot of times like those represent death. Like, we don't glorify death, but in ways we do try to make it beautiful for those that have passed over, to show our affection and how much we care. But again, a big word here today in the last couple of days has been strength. Strength. Okay, so again, true love is capable of going on if you continue having that strength to keep moving forward as well too. And again, love does happen beyond strength, but there are all different kinds of strengths, and sometimes love can sometimes make us feel weak, like we're just like we can't do anything without this person, or but again, at the same time, like, this person could keep you strong. There might be some disconnections right now. Normally, this person is like a partner in your life, your two brains, your magnetic minds, that work together, to prevent some bad things from happening for all of us, but as well for ourselves too. But again, this is somebody who brings true joy. Okay, so again, thinking about that word rejoice. So a lot of times, like, for when something bad happens, We'll try to make it into a beautiful thing. We'll try to turn it into something good. We do have that capability where we can do something like that. The first color that sticks out here to me is green and red. So there's like a lot of nationalities, a lot of flags that have green and red in here. The first thing I think of when I see green and red is someone like maybe Mexican or Latino, or that's just me because, like, again, I grew up around those traditions as well too. We used to have a lot of fiestas, so I know a little bit about it. And I guess red and green could also be something that could be happening around Christmas time, or something that did happen around Christmas time. But when I think about Christmas, I think about that magic of Christmas too, like the story of Jesus. It can be sold, but again, thinking about those three wise men and their traveling and what they traveled for and how they traveled. Again, astrology was real big back then. So just imagine how much astrology has grown now to this day. When I think of Christmas, the colors that stand out to me though are white and gold. I don't think you can get any colors when you put green and red together, but again, those colors are actually like really nice together. You have 97 here. When I see 97, it makes me think about gas. So, but I do see a MH here. This could be somebody who has like a double wide. This could be someone who lives in a mobile home as well too. Again, this might be your initials, your first name. Might have an M in it, and your surname has a H in it. Or again, this could be somebody who was born in 97 or somebody who was born in 79. Please only take what resonates with you. We are about to go into September here. We are in Virgo season. So happy birthday to you, Virgo, as well too. When you're dealing with those sword elements, you are dealing with that air sign, you guys. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right. So fire energy also as well too when you see the clubs, and that's your Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So again, an HM to me is like an abbreviation is home. So this is somebody who's focused on home life right now, not really paying attention to what's going on outdoors or what everybody else has going on. They might have to start over. They might have found balance in this situation, because I see 6, 7, 9. So I think some things could have been blown out of proportion too as well too. I feel like somebody here is saying hi, and then I also feel like the person that we're dealing with is a him, because I have HIIM here. This could also be somebody who's into health information management as well too, because when you see him, it's a part of that program as well too. They used to be medical administration, but now it is him is the health information management program as well too. So you guys might be going to school. You might be gathering your resources here. When I see those Ace of Pentacles is dealing within that earth element, you guys. Again, paying attention to those universal diamonds, those universal elements. Again, they have to, all those things require balance. It's not one set way away that things are going. Please check your sun, moon, and rising as well too. And anytime you're dealing within that earth element, you're dealing with those Virgos, Capricorns, and Taurus as well too, you guys. I do see, again, this is like a complete way to unite the minds, the flesh, and the spirit. Flesh of my flesh, wound of my wound. Again, going back to this love, you guys. This is two people who are intimate with one another. But I also feel like too, this is divine masculine energy as well too. So just bringing that divine masculine and that divine feminine into divine source. One card is flipped over. So again, something could have happened on the 19th of this month as well too. I do see 2 9s. You guys are like probably recovering or trying to heal, but you're just not to 100% yet. You're kind of at like 99.1 right now. But it's good because here you see those clubs represent a lot of times spirituality, and then a lot of times too when you see the diamonds, when you're dealing with the pentacles as well too, It's also saying that, it's dealing with your money, your materials, the physical things of this earth that we can see and touch, and add, beauty to our lives as well too, with those things that we have. At the bottom here, you have your queen of spirituality. I'm sorry, your queen of hearts here, not of spirituality, because it is the hearts, you guys. So a lot of times when you see that queen, like, again, it's about that confidence, about that strength as well too, dealing with your pentacles, dealing with your coins, dealing with your money, dealing with your income, and all as well to success, as well too, you guys. So it looks like pretty good reading here too. You do, again, you have those 2 9s on the board too. You do have this nice ace of pentacles here too. So that's like one of the aces that you would like to pull out. I think the ace of clubs is the best card to pull out, but you do have this money issue here. I'm not saying that it is an issue, but it's like a good omen in a way when you see that ace of pentacles, dealing with material things. Okay. At the bottom is your 5 of clubs. So again, dealing with those changes as well too. There could be like a lot of watching of one project. People could be paying attention to you. This could be a person who has a following, that's had the same following for a long time, or is this like people, attach themselves to you because you make them happy. And I think a lot of people turn to social media and those things because, and talking to people, just, like, to see what kind of advice sticks to us, see what, makes our spirits feel good. Again, sometimes changes can be uncomfortable, and again, it's all with that, those growing pains as well too, you guys. This could be your soul urge number, your soul path number. Your birthday could be in May. If you do have a birthday in May, you could possibly be Taurus. There are those days that finish out in May that goes into the Gemini season as well too, you guys. So with Taurus being in that earth element, and then also Gemini being within your air element. So lots of clubs. So again, with that clubs, you could be dealing with somebody in the fire energy. This could be your energy as well too. There's a couple of coins on here, a couple of your diamonds, your pentacles, and then you also have that heart as well too, you guys. If you have a question right now, I don't think the answer is yes at this moment. But some changes are going to be happening with this 5 of spades. There is a card that fell on the floor, but it didn't land in the upright, so I don't think that message is for us. So I'll just leave this here, you guys too. But what you're looking for is the completing. This person could make you feel like your life is complete, but without them, it feels like it's in shambles. It's all falling apart without them. But again, you guys, if you're taking spiritual baths as well too, a lot of ways to clear your chakras, and also to you have to do a spiritual cleanse every once in a while. You can use rose, maybe like making rose water, or putting roses on to boil on the stove as well too. You guys try to listen to some music that has the violin in it. Someone who can play an instrument, that's probably, they're very musically talented as well too. You guys, again, this is all about that transformation with those 5, seeing those changes as the world turns. And but know that the world does need you, and that you are needed, but it is going back to that home life. Again, I saw that HM. It made me think about home, him. He's in love. This person is in love. Again, a lot of masculine energy as well too. You think about those words that rhyme with 5. Again, that's life. Okay, so just thinking about those things. Let's pull out some moon messages, because sometimes I like to see words, and that was the whole point of Black Heart Tarot, my friends. So when words are sometimes getting away, or when we don't have the words to say, black heart, and that's like the best way that you can put it sometimes, you guys. So filling in that void, filling in that black hole, replacing those bad things, those negative thoughts, those negative things, with thoughts of love, with good memories, as well as happy images as well too. You guys, hold your vision. Okay, so hold your vision. This is like that fixed moon. When I see fixed moon too, I think about those fixed signs as well too. Again, and whether you're in the same earth element, there's different signs that are in that fixed element as well too. But those fixed signs, there's fixed, mutable, and cardinals. The cardinals would be the initiators, the mutables would be the connectors, but the fixed would be the maintainers as well too. Just like each astrological house has their own duties as well too, to make that one big astrological home happy. Okay, so think about those things too when we're reaching for euphoria and reaching for ecstasy and reaching for those love and the way that it makes us feel, and our, holding on to our senses as well too. When you're holding your vision, because there's a lot of things that we have been dealt, dealing with rivals, your hesitation, self-doubt, self-esteem issues, again, attachment issues, being codependent. There's a lot of things like our family is constantly needing us, but we need ourselves as well too. So again, like reevaluating the situation, but it says you and your loved ones are safe. So if you want to make this first move, I think that this would be the time to do that. If you want to start over, this would be the time to do that as well too. For this man, he's just trying to gain confidence, trying to gain the strength as well too. You guys, and just because somebody is intelligent does not mean that they don't have heart. If someone has a lot of heart, it doesn't mean that they don't use their brain, because they do. We have all those aspects of man, again, to you, again, like your emotional sense, your intelligence, your spirit, your soul, and not in that order as well too. But it says the energy is gaining momentum. So I feel like we're on the right path for this reading. So at this time, I just want to say thank you, Spirit, for blessing us with your messages. At the bottom, it says your answers are coming. Okay. So hopefully you're out there doing your research, trying to find out as much as you can, learning how to continue on that spiritual walk. What is right for you? Because again, people's paths are different, but down to the core, it is about that human love, that human nature. And again, not just building up your communities, but building up earth, building up your world, taking care of Mother Earth as well too, you guys, because those things that we do actually here outreach to the other planets as well too, and also offers universe healing at the same time as the universe is trying to heal us. Our guardian angels are trying to heal us. Our spirit guides are trying to heal us. Our loved ones are healing each other. Okay, so reaching for the unreachable at times, again, not falling into those feelings of highest hopes, like you won't ever receive the blessings that you're looking for, or you won't receive the things that you've worked so hard for as well too. Again, those things how men think are different kind of than how women think. The divine masculine thinks a little bit differently. Again, it's like using logic and practical planning can help in a lot of these ways. But you guys, men are very, very spiritually intuitive. Women probably just express it more than men do. But then again, that again with men, like, we wouldn't be nothing without each other, is what I'm saying. But you don't have to stick to those. You can go to non-traditional ways of believing. You can go to non-traditional ways of thinking as well too. uh you guys probably just have a strong moral code, and there's been things that you've been taught, and you really don't want to break those learning boundaries. But here is the universe is saying, keep an open mind, okay, as well as open arms. And you know again, so there's some things that we can't really say. Like when we say open heart, the first thing we think about is open heart surgery. So again, those negative replays in our mind, those positive moves that we have in our mind and things too, like they're always correlating, but sometimes they clash as well too. It can sometimes be that weight of the past in our lives too. It's some of these consequences that we follow through with, we remember them, and then sometimes we feel guilty for leaving something behind or letting go, or it catches up with us eventually, sooner or later, you guys. But again, just focus on the adventure. Again, you guys, and I feel like you'll have some type of freedom from this situation that's been weighing you down as well too, when you see those number fives. But you do have the King of Hearts here. So this is something that you really want to see, because we have the King of Hearts here with the Queen of Hearts. So this is like your Emperor and your Empress. These are cards that if you were reading in tarot, they would be a part of your major arcana. I'm sorry. Again, too, with this Empress and the Emperor, these could be two people that are planning on having a family, or they already have a family together. This also represents the time where the seasons are into full bloom. So a lot of times you think about those times when everything's blooming, everything's growing. Again, there's always a time for everything. But these cards really represent that too. These are two professional people too. But there are some challenges here as far as like trying to channel some of that good positive wavelengths back, continue into something good. Try not to you can play music again. I think right now would be a good time to listen to like some classical music and those type of binaural beats that maybe can include the violin as well too, and some instruments along with that, and that really helps the mind thinking. And again, like this person too could be very mathematical for this man. So again, those type of music helps to build the brain to think in those logical ways. Okay, so just that's for instance too. Also, if the parents do find themselves to be pregnant, mom can actually play music for the baby, but just make sure that it's just the headphones on her belly, and not the phone or the laptop or anything else like that, because remember, these things do give off uh, um, uh, I mean, a nice way to say it, radon. A nice way to say it, I guess that's the real way to say it. Some type of emissions and stuff. So just be careful when using those type. It influences brain waves. So just make sure you're using headphones or play the music out loud. Because baby, I'm sure baby is already recognizing your voice and be able to distinguish mom and dad's voice as well too, you guys. So I'll just read the cards as they come out, and also to take heed to the warnings as well too. Um, Here we have that ten of diamonds. So anytime you see that 10, it's all about that uh, new beginning, as well as like starting over. So that one is that your breaker bar here. So you're trying to work yourself into something which lasts for infinite. And the two, like families too. Once you create a family, those families go on for generations and generations. So this is something, a legacy, legend, a legendary story that's going to be passed on for years and years to come. So whatever you establish in your home with this King of Hearts and this Queen of Hearts here as well too, your children are going to pick up on that. You've instilled something really good into your children, that your children are also going to pass these on to your great grandchildren, and so on and so on as well too. 53, when I see the number 53, this makes me think about somebody's county seat, or this could be somebody whose number is, or somebody who was born, or somebody who's 35 years old. This could be somebody who's around in their mid 30s. So maybe you starting to feel like those beginning stages of like a midlife crisis as well too. So it got you thinking in all different directions as well too. I see like with that 5, with the changes, like there could be some changes in life. Like this is like you really have breaking free from your 20s, and you're really moving into that professional mindset, that professional thought, and as well not just for yourself anymore, but also your family as well too. Again, I feel like this is some strong divine masculine energy as well too. And then you have your Queen of Spirituality at the bottom. So I always love seeing this card. If you notice, I have this in my box. um Normally I just carry this Queen of clubs with me always. Okay, it just reminds me like the fight against my enemies, to like, that Queen of Spades or whatever. So but you do have the Queen of Clubs here, which is a very beautiful card. Spirit speaker said hate. So I think somebody's been dealing with a lot of hate. You could also have been are dating a woman that most people would be intimidated by. She could be a very intuitive person as well too, and this is probably why you like to express your thoughts and feelings towards this woman. Because again, she's like in your standing, she's in your league. You feel like she's intelligent enough to be able to make that communication exchange, have those heart to hearts with her. She's trusted. She's a trusted friend, as well as lover as well too. But then again, she could also be very intimidating. But you guys, it's just like when you date the same sign, when you date somebody who's like you, in those ways too as well too, or kind of got this like the same spiritual path as you too as well too. Again, you have to kind of say, hey, I've dealt with these things myself. So, again, I completely understand. And again, I think this reading here is all about strength, but also as well too, those guidelines, following those guidelines, but also to having that confidence. I'm sorry, I lost my track of thought here because I saw the 69. You guys, I feel like that is strong Cancer energy as well too. Shit's just kind of been played out for so long. You tired of people testing your intelligence, trying, like just ways to get over you in a way, because they kind of like a person who's established in their ways, like they're set in their ways. That's why I'm trying to encourage you to go about doing things in a non-traditional way as well too. But when you do go about doing these things, you are really setting something new for your family, your friends, and those future generations to come as well too. At the bottom again is kind of like with this 8 of spades, again inviting that balance in your situation. I know, guys, we always talk about balance because this is so important, to become centered. Again, like we think about it to become centered, but we kind of want to think about non-centralized ideas. We don't need a centerpiece. We don't need a center point for everything to make sense. Okay. Again, too, like that 5 with those changes as well too. But here you have an 8. Is again, it's about savoring the moment as well too. And two, when you see this too as well too, in the sex tarot, again, it's all about that fertility, about springtime, as well to eroticism, and then also to allowing with your pastime, whatever you do with your pastime. Make sure you're just making some breathing room for yourself, again, to do those meditation and those prayers and the manifestations that you want to see happen for your life. We are walking into that new moon, so it is time for clear intentions as well, new starts, new beginnings, and awakenings as well too, you guys. All right, so you should see some of those manifestations happening for you sometime around September 10th as well too. This 8 could also represent the month that we are. Okay, you guys. So that looks pretty good. Let's see what the angels and fairies have to say about this situation. It is a bright love. It's a love it's unknown, but at the same time, it's like you feel like when you talk to this person, like you've been in past life relationships with them, or you could have been knowing them your whole life, and that's what it makes you feel like. You guys do a lot of flirting, y'all do a lot of playing, but at the same time, y'all are very professional as well too. There's a lot of happiness in this situation. This person does bring joy to your life as well too, fellas. Okay. It looks like a really good reading because I don't see like any other kind of like, like something bad happening, or, which, shit can go crazy within a matter of seconds. Like you can make a coffee mess and then like the coffee's everywhere, coffee grounds are everywhere, or, but just kind of handle it like where it's not going to get you aggravated with yourself or the people that surround you. Just clean it up, just go on about your day. It's not nothing against you or anything like that. It's just accidents happen sometimes. All right, so that looks really good as far as this daily love reading. This one landed in an upright, so I think I'll pick her up. This could be somebody who lives in California. I haven't visited California, so I really don't know how they do things around there. Or this might be some place that you plan on visiting that maybe you want to see this person. Maybe you met this person online as well too. Um, but I love that number 13. Again, when you have 1 plus 3, it equals 4. And anytime you see 4, it's all about that stability, that solid foundation. This person is very stable. You know, they make you feel secure. It says, I am Callie, from death comes rebirth. So again, this, I see the hand also too. This could be somebody who practices um, Jainism as well too. And this is really good if you find a man who actually is into that type of belief system as well too, with the Jainism. This is always someone too as well too that I think is very spiritual as well. Uh, but it says from death comes rebirth. So again, I think somebody had fell into some low vibrational vibes again, and then like now it's like they're really back on upbeat. Or this could be some person who's missing someone. Again, it's like their backbone, their sound wall. It's like if they don't talk to this person, like nothing don't seem to make sense as well too. And I guess, I can understand those feelings. Okay, so it said open. So we were just going back to those words of open. What does open mean for you? Here, I feel like too, this could be somebody who's going to open a store for a first time, like putting the things that they craft, their craftsmanship, their work into. Someone who maybe builds stuff at the house, like with wood finish or things like that. It's a good time. It's saying here to buy. Just go ahead and allow that stuff to be sold. Sell it, sell everything, sell whatever you got to do. If you're trying to get to California and meet your babe, or do whatever it is, take those risks. Buy that store, go into that store, start selling those things that you want to see. Earn a profit, earn your life some type of income as well too, you guys. Maybe the house caught on fire and maybe you had to start all freaking over. Again, it's like starting over, but I mean, we don't get redos in life, but we can start over, and you have to be thankful that you can't even start over. Sometimes, some don't even get the opportunity to start over. It says Amaru Dominihun Aloha Healing. So I just feel like here I'm in America. I just feel like this is somebody who's on the West Coast, someone who's out there in the West Coast somewhere, somebody who lives by the Pacific Ocean. When I see this, God wants you to be reminded of his providence as well too, his protection and his promises as well too. You guys don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. It's going to take that tender love and care. Again, when I see this, but this card is just a very beautiful card. But it says Aloha Healing. So again, going back to those roses and stuff, notice she wears the flowers around her neck. So again, with those spiritual cleanses as well too, men can do this as well too. It using those flowers in home remedies and home aromatherapies and such as that well too. And that's the best way to actually use it, is using those natural products. You don't want to be using all these products that have been tested. They have been around for a while. That there are some that are companies that are trusted. But again, like, it's best to like tune into nature and use those natural products to be as natural as possible too, you guys. I'm sure you're a very modern person and you love doing these things, but again, it's all about taking care of Mother Earth and allowing Mother Earth to take care of you as well too. Okay. At the bottom of here, we have the witch of the end of the world, an important end and a new beginning. So again, I feel like the time sand is running here. The clock is ticking. It's time to make this move. You can't just sit back and not do anything. Those hard times are, it's going to be, I feel like it's just going to end like abruptly. Like it'll just come to a stop and you'll be at a good position in your life where you can make a difference, not just in your life, but in other people's lives too. It's just going to take some arrangement getting everything into order to continue your path and to feel completed and have that completeness. Okay, so just uphold your truth, stay real. And again, it's like we're not new to this, we're true to this. Okay, so a lot of times it's like you got to remember we started this shit. That's how I feel. But you guys, the reading is going into 34 minutes, 35 minutes. But I hope you have enjoyed it. I think I'm going to end the reading there. The cards look really good, so just kind of pay attention to the cards that kind of stick out to you, the numbers and the colors as well too. You guys, again, do your research. I hope all is well. If you would like some more information, please feel free to drop your questions in the information box up underneath the description. Again, the comment section. We've been using YouTube for a while. I've been using YouTube since like 2013. It's pretty simple. Again, you can always message me, find me on Instagram or find me on Facebook, Montana Notes. You guys, this is the original CP Montana promo, Black Heart Tarot, and this will include your daily love reading for today. I hope that you have enjoyed, and spiritual blessings to you all. Bye.